It's good to know where you come from, but that is not what is going to advance Africa economically. Like, that is not what is going to put food on people's tables. What's up, family? My name is Felicity and welcome to Congo Talks 243. If this is your first time, I would really encourage you to subscribe first of all, just so you are notified when I post new videos. And for those of you who have already been here, welcome back, family. I am so glad you're still here. So today I want to speak about something that I've noticed, that I've been evaluating really for a while now, and I really think if we are not careful, this age of information has the ability to work to our disadvantage or to our detriment as Black people or as people of African descent. Now, why do I say that? It's because there are two views of the world for us as Africans today. There's the world as we would want it to be, and then there's the world as it is. If we focus so much more on what we would want the world to be, we might not really take advantage of what the world is at this moment in time. The fact that we have so much information about who we are as a people has the capacity of making us stuck into idealism. One thing that I think we need to understand as a people is the fact that the past is not there for us to replicate. The past is there for us to learn from. Knowing our history is there for us to learn lessons. To see that, okay, not valuing our people is a dangerous move. Okay, not defending our rights is a dangerous move. Trusting people just because they say they're for us is a dangerous move, because that is what our ancestors did. Even the way that governments were structured back then is something that we can look at and we see what went wrong and what went right, which pieces of it we can take so that it enhances where we are today, and which pieces of it that we really don't need to take. History is there for that, because right now we are all over the place, you know. That's according to what I have observed, at least, you know. We find information about, you know, Bantu people, we find information about Nilotics and stuff like that, and now we take that and we try to put ourselves into divisive positions. They're like, okay, we are Bantu people, them they are Nilotics and stuff like that. Being a Bantu or a Nilotic really is not going to do any good for anybody. It's good to know where you come from, but that is not what is going to advance Africa economically. That is not what is going to advance Africa developmentally, you know? Like, that is not what is going to put food on people's tables. There is a lot of information. If we're not careful, it's going to hold us numb. The pre-colonial Africa is gone. The pre-colonial African kingdoms, they're gone. We have the countries that we have right now. For a lot of African countries, like for Congo example, it is a country that is made up of different kingdoms, different pre-colonial kingdoms. And today we find ourselves in one country. And you have other people arguing that, no, we want our kingdom back. Like, no, we are not in the pre-colonial Africa anymore. Today we have the Democratic Republic of Congo. Today we have Zambia. Today we have Angola. And we have to take that from where it is. We have to take the world for what it is. You cannot take the Democratic Republic of Congo and try to bring it back to the Kingdom of Congo, because the Kingdom of Congo was made up of some parts of Gabon, some parts of Angola. These are countries that are countries on their own. You cannot be in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and say that I want the Kingdom of Congo to come back. I want to take my piece of the Democratic Republic of the Congo and make it the Kingdom of Congo, because yeah, the Kingdom of Congo doesn't exist anymore. So now, right now, we have to take the Democratic Republic of the Congo from where it is to where we want it to be. The world that we live in right now is very different. It's a world where we have to play the same game that the rest of the world is playing. Do you think today we are channeling our energy towards the right things? Do you think we are channeling our energy to the right places? How can we really use this information age to really channel our energy to important things, to the things that will actually advance the African continent? And these are conversations that I've had with myself, because I'm also part of this new generation of Africans that are very much exposed to a lot of information, and the way that you respond to some information is always a battle. And I also look at some of the reactions I have, or some of the approaches that I take, or some of the opinions that I have, And I look at them and I evaluate them myself as well, and just ask myself, you know, like, what is the best way to use what I feel? Where is the best place for me to channel this energy or this feeling that I have, to ensure that it produces a better outcome? And I really just want us to just be having this kind of conversations, be asking ourselves these questions, because it triggers our minds to think. Do let me know in the comment what you think, and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.